Hello friends, welcome back. In this tutorial we will study about constants in C. There are four basic types of constants in C and they are integer constants, floating point constants, character constants and string constants. Integer and floating point constants represent numbers. Therefore they are also called numeric type constants. Now first of all we will study about integer constants. An integer constant is an integer valued number. Integer constants can be written in three different number systems, that is decimal, octal and hexadecimal. So what happens in a decimal number system? A decimal integer constant consists of any combination of digits taken from the set 0 through 9 and the first digit must be other than 0 if the constant contains two or more digits, right? If the decimal integer constant contains two or more digits, then the first digit must be other than 0. For example, you can see here 0, 1, 743, 5680. Now in our daily life we use decimal number system. As you know that in our daily life purpose we use decimal number system. Now the next is octal integer constant. Now let us study about octal integer constant. Octal integer constant consists of combination of digits taken from set 0 through 7 and the first digit must be 0. For example, here you can see 0. It is an octal integer constant in C. 0, 1. It is also an octal integer constant. 0743, it is also an octal integer constant. If you know about octal number system, then you must know that in octal number system we have digits 0 through 7. Now next we will study about hexadecimal integer constant. In C programming language, hexadecimal integer constant must begin with 0 small x or 0 capital X. It can then be followed by a combination of digits taken from the sets 0 through 9 and A through F, either uppercase or lowercase. If you know about hexadecimal number system, then you must also know that in hexadecimal number system letters from A to F like A, B, C, D, E, F, they are also included. Now here you can see the example 0x1. It is an hexadecimal integer constant in C. Here you can see another example 0xabcd. It is also an hexadecimal integer constant in C language. Next is unsigned and long integer constants. Unsigned integer constants may not be negative. It can be identified by appending the letter U, either uppercase or the lowercase, to the end of the constant. For example, you can see here 5000 U, right? Long integer constants may exceed the magnitude of ordinary integer constants, but they require more memory within the computer. To create a long integer constant, append the letter L, either uppercase or lowercase, to the end of the constant. Here you can see these two examples. First one you can see 071224L. It is an octal long integer constant. Here you can see another example 0xFFFFUL. It is an hexadecimal unsigned long integer constant. Now we will study about floating point constants. A floating point constant is a base 10 number that contains either a decimal point or an exponent or both. For example, you can see here 0.0743, 0.006, e minus 3, 2e minus 8, right? So what is the significance of this E? If an exponent is present, its effect is to shift the location of the decimal point to the right if the exponent is positive, right? And if the exponent is negative, then what is the effect of it? Then its effect is to shift the location of the decimal point to the left. So for example, 3 into 10 raised to power 5 in C can be represented as 3e5, right? Or 30.0e plus 4, or 0.3e6, or as 30e4, right? So what is the purpose of this E? So this E represents exponent. So if this E, or we can say the exponent, is present, its effect is to shift the location of the decimal point to the right if the exponent is positive, right? Otherwise, if the exponent is negative, then what would be its effect? Then the effect of it is the decimal point will be shifted to the left. Suppose this number you can see here, 5.026 into 10 raised to power minus 17. In C it can be represented as 5.026 e minus 17, or it can be like this, 50.26 e minus 18. Now see, integer constants are exact quantities, whereas floating point constants are approximations. The floating point constant 1.0 might be represented within a computer's memory as 0.9999, like this. Therefore, what happens, these floating point values cannot be used for certain purposes like counting, indexing, etc., where we need exact values, right? Where exact values are required, there these floating point values cannot be used. Now we will study about character constants. A character constant is a single character enclosed in apostrophes, that is single quotation marks. For example, here you can see this is a character constant, this is also a character constant, this is also a character constant, this is also a character constant. These character constants have integer values which is determined by the computer's particular character set. For example, several character constants and their corresponding values as defined by the ASCII character set are shown here. See, this character, its integer value is 65, and for this character its integer value is 120, and for this character constant, its integer value is 51. Now another term is escape sequences. So what are these escape sequences? An escape sequence always begins with a backward slash, as you can see here, and it is followed by one or more special characters. Here you can see this backslash n, right? Backward slash n. So such escape sequences always represent single characters, even though they are written in terms of two or more characters. So here you can see this escape sequence, right? Here you can see this escape sequence. It represents line feed, or right, or a new line. This escape sequence, it what it does, it represent alert. This escape sequence represent backspace, right? This escape sequence represent apostrophe. This escape sequence represent null, right?